Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and hello if you are new. I am GrandMcLegend, and today we are going to be taking a look at a tank that is just looked down on. And the fact that this tank is getting buffed the next update, people should start looking at this tank a bit more. So today we are looking at the AMX-30B, the French tier 10 medium, and we are just going to see how this plays. Now, the way that I'm going to do the games from now on is, well, I'm going to use Hall of Fame replays, because then I'll have a much wider variety of content to cover. And you can see how this tank plays in the best positions possible. So, if we just jump over to Blitz Kit, we can see the 30B here. And straight off the bat, you could see that the armor is pretty troll, especially for a medium. And if you use gun depression, yeah, you're going to get quite a bit of bounces, unless I know what a cupola or turret cheeks are. But if you're on flat ground, you're not going to bounce anything, but you do have a lot of auto ricochet angles when you angle this tank. And do be aware that you can HE this tank from the rear, and with calibrated shells on the side, especially with really high pen TDs or heavies. Anyway, looking at the stats, we have 3,281 DPM on this vehicle, and you have a 350 alpha gun with 250mm of pen on your AP, 295 on your heat, and 53 on your HG. You have a reload of 6.4 seconds. This is with rammer. But with calibrated shells, you can get your heat pen, or your highest pen, up to 333, which isn't actually that bad for a medium, to be fair. Shell velocity is 1024 on the heat, but it's 1247 on the AP. What else we got? 1.72 seconds of aim time. Now, these are inaccurate. What you're actually looking at is 2.9, which isn't the best thing in the world, but actually it is actually pretty good, to be fair. Your dispersion, while still 0.290, that is the third best in the entire, in the entirety of tier 10, which is really nice. While moving, you have, 0.392, sorry. And so yeah, the dispersion is not that bad. You have 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of elevation. You also have a top speed of 62 kilometers an hour, 23 reverse. And that is pretty much everything that is worth talking about here. Oh yeah, you do have all right camo. We can show it to you here. Yeah, you have about 44 while stationary in this tank with camouflage, obviously. You have 1,800 hit points, and you have 302 meters of view range. So, if we just go into a random game from me here, and then we'll have a look at the #1 Hall of Fame for this season, from Blitz Stars, and we will see how it plays. Now, I am going to go do these replays blind, because that just makes it more interesting. So yeah, what are we going to do over here? So I'm going to go to the spotting bush. I feel like that is where I'm best suited on this map. Especially with, like, what was it, 302 meters of view range on this tank. So this has basically a playstyle of a light with armor. That is basically what this tank is. Right. I should also mention that this tank also does have reticle cali, which, okay. I don't know why it does. It's very weird as to why it does have that. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait for the heavies to cross, unless it is just a super conqueror that is doing so. It's looking like that is the case. We do also have a yo here. I'm going to wait for him to go up, unless he tries to blind shoot. And the E50M does spot me. He does hit me on the move, obviously, because it's an E50M player. So we do have the 268, we have the E50M, the 183, and the yo. What can we do here? I'm going to try and get the shot on the move, but I do fail. So we do have the 268 going back for some reason. I don't know why. But we are going to get a really nice shot into him, actually. And we're just going to try and get another one. So, he does pen us, obviously. But we're just going to move up. There is nothing this guy can do. 3, 2, 1, 0. Shot. And then we wait again. And then he should be reloaded. So this yo is going to take the attention of this guy. And then the yo does kill him. And then we can just go and kill this yo, which is sitting here. So already we're at 2,600. So I don't know why this tank, well, I don't know why people don't play this tank. It's really nice to play, in my opinion. So I don't know why you don't play it. But it is really fun, honestly. It is really nice to play. So I'm really confused as to why you people don't play it. I'm just playing it pretty badly right now. Put on the heat. Shoot into the lower plate. Is it going to kill me? No, he isn't. But that guy is. So it's a good tank. Like, you can see the speed on the tank is really nice. And just overall, the DPM as well. 7.2 seconds does not feel that bad. And I'm saying that now, it's really nice. But yeah, here we are. We have this #1 replay from someone who goes by the name of Emma. And they do a very good game. The only thing I know is the damage. But yeah, we are on Horrorstat, and they have on their team a pattern, which is the only other medium, and it looks like the rest of the team is going that way. The Waffle's going to camp in this bush here. And on the enemy team, they do have a Sheridan, a T-22, and, yeah, that is it for the mediums. So the T-22 has really pushed. So he goes for the blind shot, trying to get the Sheridan there, or any tank there, to be fair. And the Sheridan does get spotted. Very nice shot. Very nice wise choice of using the HE onto the track there. Better guarantee some damage instead of none. So, yeah, I do like that play. And the T-22 is running away. So what is our person, well, what is Emma going to do here? Well, they're just going to push up a bit more. They do spot the T-30, and they're going to get that shell into their hull. And because, of course, the T-30 has terrible reverse speed, they're going to get a lovely shell into the T-30's hatch. So there is someone capping the base, and it is looking like the grill, which they are going to get, well, try and get a HE shell into, and they do fail. But hey-ho, it happens. It was a blind shot after all. So we do have the T-22 trying to flank here or push for some absurd reason. So what is our guy here going to do? They're going to absolutely tear into this guy from the behind. And there is also the Sheridan off to the left. So at first, of course, they're going to get rid of the T-22. And then they are going to turn around and go for the Sheridan. Miraculously, the Sheridan bounces. I don't know why he didn't just move a bit further forward. At least then he would have been able to get 570 damage into him. But yeah, he does get another shot. 2,300 damage, 1,140 blocked. And he also has 368 damage assisted. I'm guessing that was on the T-22. So he does have a look at the grill. He's not going to go for the grill because he wants to get this Sheridan. The best thing to do in this tank, or in any mobile vehicle at all, is to get the mobile tanks out of the way. Because then if you're by yourself, you have speed over armor, which is very key. So he does get HE'd from the rear by the grill, but he is running spool liner. I don't know why. Personally, I do not run spool liner on this tank, because it's a medium tank. You don't need to get into situations where you would get HE'd in a 30B. But he does have like a 200 damage reduction of the HE from the grill anyway, so you can't complain. So we do have the Rhino coming now, and we do also have the T-30 to the right. The grill is going to try and get a shell into the hatch. Does fail, and yeah, you're rushing your shots because you did just miss the HE on the grill, but you do get one there, 328 damage, which puts you up to 4,049. and 2,140 block damage. So our guy's going to kill the Rhino. There is a T-30 still around here somewhere who is a one-shot, which I'm hoping our guy will kill sooner rather than later. And the grill's over there. So this is a 2 versus 4 scenario right now. It's not looking very good. So our guy is going to, unfortunately, get the most annoying shot onto the T-30 in the world. But luckily the T-30 also does miss, so the guy can clear him. 3 tanks left alive, and our guy is left on his own. So 4,400 damage and 2,000 blocked still. What is Emma going to do? So he is going to kill the grill, of course. 171 damage, takes out that player. And now all that's left is a 5-8 and a 7-5-2. All I can guess, well, all I know is that both of these guys are not AFK, which is going to be a pain in the bum. Especially for this guy who really wants to carry this game. So 5,276 damage now. Of course, he is going to get another shell into the 7.52. So now this guy has a potential of, wow, that was a very nice shot. How did that even pen? But yeah, this guy does have a potential to get around 7,000 damage here. Around 7,000 damage, and we are going to see how this works out. So he does lose pretty much all his health there, but this is still manageable because the 7.52, well, is this guy going to bounce? He uses HE on the turret. Why? But yeah, he does manage to kill the 5A, and now it is just the 7.52 left. Can he get the Kolobanov medal? Can he get the Pools medal? Can he get the 7,000 damage? We will have to wait and see. But yeah, there's the 7.52. He does miss the shell against our guy here, which is pretty key. And it is just a patience game now. Who's going to push? He gets a miraculous shell into there. Nice snapshot. Now, if he gets his shell, he will have 7,700 damage in the 30B. Now, will he do it? Will he do it? It'll be very close. Let's say that. So he does botch the shell there, unfortunately. And now the 7.52 knows that he is trying to do what he is doing, if that makes any sense whatsoever, which it probably doesn't. But yeah, our guy is going to try and push forward, get into this bush here, and then see if he can get a shell into him, and he does, which is fantastic play. Kolobanov's medal, Paul's medal for 6 kills, 7,728 damage, I believe it was. So our guy does not get 7,200, it is 7,768 damage, 2,140 blocked, 6 destroyed, and does of course get the high caliber, the Kolobanovs, the Paul's medal, the Top Gun, and also the Ace Mastery, which is fantastic play. Yeah, so well done to Emma Hicks. And, yeah, 2022 XP just shows how well this tank can perform. And it is not a bad tank by all means. Honestly, it's a really nice tank to play. And it is getting buffed next balance change. So if you want to get your hands on a 30B and do exactly what Emma just did, then yeah, do go ahead and get yourself a 30B when it comes out. And well, that is basically all I have to say on the tank. So do remember to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out and so you don't miss future content. And that is it from me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.